Yes, digital product family. Hope you guys are well. Guys, help. I'm losing too much money on my ads. What shall I do? Guys, this is a question that I got via email from one Etsy seller, and I'm going to address this question on this video with some other questions that I've got, and I thought I'd put them all in one video and try and give you some general tips, some general ideas on Etsy ads, because I think that is so important to do. And guys, don't forget, put a comment below if you have a specific question. Remember, I'm going to give you some general tips, not individual. So if you've got any questions, put it in the comments below. If you've got any general comments about ads, then also put it in the comment below. But as usual, before I get going with this fantastic video, if you love digital products, you're creating, researching and listing and all of that mad stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and don't forget to share, because like I keep saying, we're a sharing community and we love that sharing stuff. So check it out. Anyways, let me go to my questions, guys. Like, I'm doing a few series of this help series, and I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I get, as I can from the ones that I get. So check it. Hi AJ, I'm losing money doing ads. What shall I do? Now that's quite vague, to be fair, because obviously I need to know a few things. But look, generally there's a lot of answers for that. I mean, I can answer that in so many ways. It could be something where, you know, you might be getting clicks but you're not getting conversions because the listing is not there's work to be done on the images, the listing, something, right? So you might be getting clicked but you're not getting the sales. So there may be many things there. Could be the price point, loads of things. The other thing is you might be in areas where Etsy is sending out those ads that people are not really, you know, interested in buying, but they're clicking on it. So, you know, there's so many reasons. So look, it has to be very specific, right? So I'm going to jump onto the next question, to be honest, because I think that one's a little bit vague. But I will probably, hopefully, in the next questions that are a bit better, that I'll try and answer it. Right. Hey, AJ, I'm a new store. Shall I do ads? Okay, here's a good one. So I personally, as a new store, would not do any ads. And I'll tell you why. I'll give you the reason why, first of all, is because when you're starting out as a new store, new listings and so on, you want Etsy to gather information about your store, which takes some time. It takes, you know, does take time, and you want to build that quality score. You want to get your organic sales into your store, those organic listing sales, which will help your store in the long run. So what I like to do is I like to have everything organic at the beginning, right? It's all well and good doing ads to get the sales, but I always say at the beginning, if you're a new store, even though you're not seeing anything coming through yet, getting those organic sales and those reviews is absolute gold. And it literally helps Etsy understand your store, what you are, what you're about, and where to kind of put you also in terms of out there in the kind of marketplace. So I would definitely say, my advice is, if you're a new fresh store, then leave ads for now. Yeah. When you're starting to get those sales, when you got a decent amount of sales, you know, a decent amount of sales, and you have quite a few listings. So let's say you've managed, because as a new store, you may not have built enough listings either. So once you've got enough listings and you've got enough sales organically, then I think ads are fantastic, and it can really help you. But as a new store, I don't think you should. You might think, oh, I'm not getting no sales, but I think be patient. You know, just be patient. Let your store build naturally first, and then move into phase 2. I think phase 1 for a new store is about working on your listings, making sure that the SEO is on point, making sure that everything is as SEO'd as possible, so you can get those natural organic sales, right? I think best to work on your store, your branding, your organics, your niching, your sub niching. Just work on the store first in the first few months, I would say, until you get those, you know, sales coming through. Then you can start going to ads. That's just my advice, and I think it will help you definitely in the long run. Especially as a new store, it's about building slow, taking it easy. Remember, people can make money quickly. It can happen, but I'm saying generally, mostly, it's a slow building process. So it's about patience. So keep the ads for now if you're a brand new, fresh store, right? if you are making sales, if you have made sales already, you know, a good amount of sales, and you've been around for a bit, then I think, yeah, I mean, ads can definitely work, right? But we'll talk about a bit more about that. Do ads? This is a brilliant question, right? Because I've had that a few times actually. Do ads help me rank organically? Right. This is a really interesting question, you know, because there's a yes and no to this, and I'll tell you why. Actually, the ads algorithm is separate to your organic listing algorithm, right? They are different things. And I'll tell you how you know they're different things, because when you do like an ad, you might see your ad somewhere, so your ad is there, and then you might find that your organic listing is somewhere. Right? Sometimes you see it on the same page where you got an organic listing, and then you also got the ad listing on the same page, so you see it twice. They are separate. They are separate things. So actually, your sales and all that, you actually are building that kind of, you're building that information about your listings on an ads angle when you're doing your ads. So that's a separate thing. It's separate. However, can it help you organically? Well, not if you're clicking on the ads, because that's the ads thing, right? That's an ads thing. But what it is it will like if Etsy can see that you're being clicked on and they're buying through your ads, obviously Etsy is going to start pushing your ads out there more and understand where to put you. So, you know, Etsy ads is its own thing, right? And it's its own, if you like, scoring and its own understanding of your listing as well. So it has its own, if you like, algorithm. But can it help you organically with your own listing and store? Yeah, indirectly it can. And I'll tell you how. Because let's say you've got your ad listing at the top or somewhere, and you've got your organic one somewhere else. The seller might look and see your ad, and then go to your, you know, just leave it, and then they see your image again through your organic one, and might buy something through you, through the listing, through the organic one, if that makes sense. Because if you keep being shown, then you might, the buyer might just click on it and buy it, right? If that makes sense. So it can help you because you're being shown more, and indirectly you'll get more clicks and more sales organically through that. And then obviously indirectly, then once you get more organic sales, then you're going to go up the ranking and up the pages, right? And there's another angle as well. If someone buys through the ads, buys your image or buys your digital download or whatever it is you're selling through your ad, obviously they're going to do a review, possibly, hopefully. And if they do a review on your listing, on what they bought, that's going to help you as well, because obviously reviews contribute to your quality score anyway. So yes, it does have a knock-on effect. Yeah, Etsy ads will have a knock-on effect, because obviously you want to build your reviews. The more reviews you get, the more trustworthiness you've got from the buyers when they come to you. Obviously it goes a long way to have good reviews, right? You know this, and getting those reviews written, because this is part and parcel of selling. And this is another reason why I say, like, a newbie listing, I wouldn't say it's a good idea to have Etsy ads yet. Just give it a bit of time after you've got some sales, because when you've got some sales, you've got hopefully some reviews already. So it's going to help you convert the sale anyway. When you're a fresh newbie and you don't have any reviews and you haven't sold, then even people, when they come on and they see your ad and they see that there are no reviews, they're less likely to buy anyway. They might just click and waste your money, and then they won't buy anyway. So it's always good to build up those reviews, build up that quality score organically first, right? So yeah, I'd definitely say indirectly it does help you build your organic, lift your organic listing, right? And then obviously if someone's going to click on your ad, they might come into your store and they might buy stuff, and that could be an organic thing. So yes, it can help you indirectly. However, understand something, that they are separate entities, and you know, in itself the ads has its own, if you like, quality score for you and puts you out there. But remember, doing ads when you're already like sold quite a lot organically will help inform Etsy better where to put you in the marketplace, or where to send out your ads. and that will help you convert better anyway. I hope that makes sense. It's mad one. Right, so why do big sellers do ads? Because like some people see like there's sellers that have like thousands of sales, thousands and thousands of sales, and you can see their ads because it's going to work for them fantastically well. Once you've got the right formula and you've sold so much organically and you got your reviews there, and customers, the buyers can see all those reviews and see how well you are. Once you've got your ad up there, and then they can also see that you're on that first page maybe as well, you're going to sell so much. It's just going to be like, because the whole thing about ads is selling, right? It's about selling. It's a business, by the way. Etsy is a business. So they want to do ads because they're going to make money from it. But essentially, if you're a big seller and you've got your ads, it's going to help that volume of sales anyway. It's going to really help ramp it up. So if you're a big seller, definitely do ads, because as long as you got your profit margins correct, then it's going to benefit you more than anyone. Etsy ads help those that have really good reviews, high reviews, lots of sales already organically more than anybody else, because the trust element is already there. People that click in, they'll go and read some of the reviews. They can see the images that the customers bought and seen. It works, right? So do it. Now, coming back to, there was a question is, why am I losing money? I'm going to touch on that, these answers. Hi AJ, I'm losing money doing ads. Shall I stop? Well, look, like I said, if you're a completely fresh new store, I wouldn't do ads. But why are you losing money? I'll tell you why you might be losing money. Because if you look at your listings, if you're saying that you've got a few listings and a few of your listings are doing well, they're selling, but you're not doing ads for those, you're doing ads for the ones that are not selling, then this is your biggest mistake, right? This is your biggest mistake. They're not selling anyway organically. What do you think? Because you're going to put an ad on it, it's going to sell better? No, because that listing doesn't work too well. The ones that you should be doing ads for, if you're going to do ads, it's going to be for the ones that are working, that already work organically, that people are already clicking and buying because something about this listing works. People like it, right? So what you do is you double down on the good listings, you do ads on it, and you're going to see that it's going to convert even better, because what Etsy knows organically is that this one is a good one, it sells. So it's going to know what to do with it. When it does its ads, it's going to hit it on the right places and it's going to convert even better. So actually do ads for the sales, the ones that are selling really well organically, not the ones that are dead or that are not selling. That's the wrong kind of thinking, right? That's very, very important, guys, because this is a very important point that people ask. The other thing is, the ones that obviously, if you're not, you have to give ads time anyway. Like I said, if you've been selling already organically and you're starting to do ads, you need to give the ads time. The ads algorithm itself needs time to understand you, needs to know. It will test you out. It will test out the ads in different places. There's a testing period. It should be considered as a long game. Ads is a bit of a long game too. So you need to give it time. Use the listings that are working organically first and actually use those, do those, and give it time. Give it enough budget. Never stop a listing ad stops in the middle of a day. Make sure it always completes a full day to be able to give it, to gather all that, so that Etsy can gather all that information, right? And run it for a while. You need to run these ads for a long time, because these ads are gathering information. And at the beginning it might not work so well, but you know what it is? In time it starts working. Make sure that you also, the other thing I'll say is don't put too much money into the pot in terms of the budget. Make sure that you time it enough that it covers your days, right? So let's say you've got a budget of a day, what your daily budget is, and it covers it. Make sure it doesn't stop middle of the day, and make sure it doesn't overrun either, go too much, because Etsy will spend it. It will start throwing out your ads in also half keywords and all over the place. You don't want that. You want to be efficient. You also want to make sure that actually after doing your ads, after testing it out, after making sure that that you're covering your budget for the day, for the days, that you actually make a profit, right? You actually make a profit. I would say in some ways, if you're able to, at the beginning, if you can break even, you're not losing money, then that's cool. Because what it is, all that information, the ads algorithm information is really, really useful, right? And it can help you later on. It will inform you because you'll know what listings work, which keywords, to go into, that kind of thing. It's very important to don't lose money. To not lose money, guys. This is not a money losing exercise. You don't do it. This can be quite depressing. It can give people sleepless nights, people checking on their phone at all times of nights. Did I get a click? Did I get a sell? Am I losing money? Oh God, I lost $5. I'm losing $20. I'm losing $50. No. This is not about losing money, guys. The least at the beginning, you should be just breaking even, but you should be making money really, even if it's a little bit. And then the whole point of this is making money. It's a business. You don't want to go into this losing money. There's no point in this. So what I'm saying is, when you start seeing listings that you've promoted as well, and after a specific certain amount of time, when you see it's just not, there are some listings when you're putting the ads on it, they're not selling and you're just losing money, right? After a certain amount of time, turn them off. Turn the listings that are not working off, right? On the ads. There's no point in losing money. But you have to give it time. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to give it a bit of time. There is a testing period, especially at the beginning. You can't be doing ads for a week and say like, you know what, it's not working and then switching it off. It doesn't work like that. There is a testing period. You have to give this more time, Essentially, look at your listings before doing your ads, because you need to be doing designs that people want. And remember what I've said this in my other videos, right? You need to sub-niche. You need to make sure that your listings are on point, Like I said, I keep saying it. When I go on to finding, I like to analyze first. I reverse engineer. I don't do designs that I like. I do designs that people are searching for, that are definitely profitable. So I'm going to use like something like EVERBEE, and I'm going to start searching up things that are definitely selling. And then what I'll do is I'll niche down. That's the key to this, because look, if you're selling organically, if you're able to sell organically and sell it well, you're going to fly through ads. You're going to sell through ads. If you're not selling organically, then you're going to be pushing hard on the Etsy ads to try and get it to sell. And you don't want to do that because you might end up losing money, right? Remember, if you got any questions or any comments about ads, drop it in the below. But what I like to do is I like to sub-niche. So for example, what I do is I like to find something that works, and then I'll see how much it makes, how much sells. Look at recent listings. Is it good? Does it sell? And then I'll sub-niche down. So it might be, and I've said this before, it might be something like Highland Cow, right? It might be something like a Tumblr wrap maybe, or maybe something completely different. Might be Clipper. So I might look at, and then what I'll do is I'll sub-niche down. I'll look at something like, if it's a Highland Cow, then I'm going to make it into a baby Highland Cow, because I might realize that this is a really good niche. Then I might do a baby Highland Cow in Halloween style. Again, I'm sub-niching down further, right? And then I might sub-niche even further. So it's about sub-niching, but knowing that they are profitable in the first place so that you can organically sell. So yeah, that's what I definitely do. Have some software so they're able to identify those niches that you can sell in the first place. But now sometimes, at the beginning, what Etsy does is when you do your ads at the beginning, like I said, it's a trial period. It's a test period. So don't do ads for a week or 2 weeks and think, okay, that's it. It's not working. I'm going to leave it. You actually need to think about this as a long-term strategy. So you need to give it time. But my point is this. Before doing it, make sure that you've established that this listing has some good sales history. It can sell, and it is a good one. With your reviews, maybe if you got few reviews, make sure that people like it. It works, right? Once you've established that it can work, then you can actually do listing Etsy ads for it. Because what that will do is, once you know it works, then you can actually push it for Etsy ads, because then you know that it's going to work further once you get those impressions, Etsy ads on there, because it's a proven thing. Okay, it's proven. So my whole thing is, whatever works in your store listings wise, double down on it And double down, I mean that you can do variations of that listing, that design. Look at your store. I'm going to give you a nugget right now. Look at your store. Look at the ones that are the best ones, that are best sales, the ones that are working. And then start looking at variations about that. Okay? And what I mean by variations is, and I've said it again, like if you're going to do something like Highland cows, and I've said it before, right? Let's say Highland cows work, right? Let's say Highland cows work as an example. So Highland cows work, Highland cow, and I'm in the Tumblr niche, right? Remember, you think about whatever niche you're in. Now let's say Tumblr Highland, what am I doing? Highland Tumblr wrap. Sorry, what am I doing? Wrap, right? If you see that you're in your niche, that the Highland Tumblr wraps are selling, you double down. And what I mean by double down, you start doing various things. You do baby Highland cows, right? You start doing Christmas Highland cows, baby Highland cow Christmas, baby Highland cow Halloween, baby Highland cow bundles, right? Baby Highland cow, different designs, different styles, watercolor, stained glass style. You double down on what works. So my big advice to you is, see what works right now in your store, right? And double down on it. Do different variations of it. Do bundles on it. Do different styles on it. If something works, then it's a good chance it can work in different ways. And then what you can do is, once you've established that it's got some good sales, good history, established itself, its quality score, then you can add your ads to those things. Because once it's proven organically, then you can go and hit it out through its Etsy ads, and then you'll start seeing those sales fly out further. Make sure that you're making it profitable, because this is the key to this. It's a business. You're not here to do a loss-making thing. You're here about business and making money. That's what you're on Etsy for, guys. So make sure that you're very canny and very sharp, very efficient with your sales, with your selling and your pricing, please, because that's very important. Make sure your listings are on point. What I tend to do is, if you're in a niche, then look at the people around you. If you're doing a Highland cows, look at the best sellers, look at their listings, look at their titles, look at what they're doing, their SEO. And again, using something like EVERBEE, you can analyze this further. Look at the tags that they're using. Look at the important bits that are working, the tags. You can see there's tags here. You can see what the best tags are, and you can see what might be working with a good scores. And that will best inform you with your own listings, guys. So I think I'm going to leave it like there. If you got any questions, drop it in the comments below. Like I keep saying, guys, do check out my playlist on this. I got other playlists on SEO and other ones. Do check out the link in my description for EVERBEE and everything else that I use. And if you did like the video, you did find value, please hit like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care.